Akali Dal has demanded a fresh probe into the 1984 riots which happened after the assassination of the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Let's in fact listen in to what the BJP ally wants a reopening of this case for.
उसको कुछ सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज कर ले। हमारा आइडिया, हमारा मतलब यह है कि जिन्होंने ये सारे कत्लाम किया उसके पीछे हाथ किसका है, कैसी कंस्पिरेसी है, किस का वो जिम्मेवार है, पुलिस कितनी जिम्मेवार है, किसने पुलिस को इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए हैं, सारा कुछ का उसमें
औपचारिक आग्रह किया है, पत्र लिखा है सरकार की तरफ से, लिखा है कि ये अनौपचारिक बैठक है।
बात सुनो, इसमें क्या सवाल है, ये हमने उनको रिक्वेस्ट की। दूसरी जो रिक्वेस्ट है भाई, आपने सुन लिया कि इसमें
नहीं सर, नहीं
हो गया ना। दूसरी बात यह है कि अंग्रेज के जमाने में जो महंत थे, महंत मतलब जो गुरुद्वारा साहिबान, हमारे हिस्टोरिक गुरुद्वारा साहिबान, एक तो होते हैं दूसरे लोगों की एक हिस्टोरिक होते हैं जहाँ गुरु साहिबान आए और उनके हिस्ट्री से अटैच, तो वो अंग्रेज के जमाने में उन्होंने सारे वो गुरुद्वारा साहिबान अपने चहेते महंता को कब्जा करवा दिया और वो बड़ा बुरा वहाँ शराबें पीते थे और ऐसे बुरे काम करते थे। तो बहुत बड़ी एजिटेशन हुई, बहुत बड़ी एजिटेशन हुई, हजारों लोग शहीद हुए, लाखों कैद में अंग्रेज के जमाने में हुए और आखिर मजबूर होके जब कंट्रोल नहीं हो सका तो उन्होंने एक एक्ट बना दिया अंग्रेज के टाइम में 1925, ऑल इंडिया गुरुद्वारा एक्ट, और वो चलता रहा ऑल इंडिया गुरुद्वारा। फिर में उसमें एक अमेंडमेंट हुई कि 1944 में अमेंडमेंट हुई कि सहज तारीख सिख भी वोटर बन जाए। तो सहज तारीख का मतलब था जो गुरु ग्रंथ साहब को मानते हैं जाए लेकिन सिख नहीं है, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता सिख हो जाएंगे, तो वो हो गया। तो इसका बड़ा शोर शर पहुंचा और शिरोमणि कमेटी ने भी सारे उसने रेजोल्यूशन किया और एग्जेक्टिव ने भी किया और लोगों ने भी बहुत रिप्रेजेंटेशन दी। तो उस वक्त एनडीए की गवर्नमेंट थी।
Well, in fact, let's go across to H.S. Fulka from the Aam Aadmi Party. Sir, your first reaction. The Akalis have now demanded a fresh probe into the 1984 riots.
What is needed is the SIT, the Special Investigation Team, to re-investigate and reopen the cases which are closed by the police. 237 cases. What is needed is the SIT, the Special Investigation Team, to re-investigate and reopen the cases which are closed by the police. 237 cases are closed by the police, which are never sent to the court. So those cases need to be reopened and immediately need to be re-investigated.
And you are hoping that with the new dispensation, after all, it is the BJP which is now at the centre, and these cases are, the demand for the reopening of these cases are a lot against Congress leaders as well from that time.
So this was done, this SIT was recommended by the Kejriwal government when the Kejriwal was in power. Right. This has been the demand which has been going on since a long time. In fact, the BJP also supported the demand of the formation of the SIT. So obviously when the BJP is itself in power, the demand which they supported when they were in opposition, so when they come in power, they have to do that.
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party has already asked for it. You have been in favour of it. Now the Akalis are jumping in as well. However, are you worried that you might lose political mileage? They might be running away with the credit?
There is no question of a political mileage over such a tragedy. The point is giving the justice to the victims. It's not a question of a political mileage.
However, many people have been very skeptical whether the netas are carrying out such demands because of public welfare, social welfare, or is it because of self-service? It is going to help gain political brownie points for whoever party manages to get these cases reopened.
So the point is that the justice has not been done to the victims. There's hardly anyone has been punished. Thousands of the people are killed in the open, broad daylight on the streets of Delhi, and hardly anyone has been punished. So it is a question of the justice. It's not a question of the political mileage of the political service. It's a question of justice being done. and the justice has not still eluding the victims. The justice needs to be done.
But sir, let me ask you a question, not as a politician, but as a very senior advocate. Sir, you know that this is a case which relates to 1984. A lot of it was based on circumstantial evidence. A lot of it is now going to rely on memory. Do you think this case per se, as a lawyer, is likely to be much weaker now, even if it is reopened?
Four cases were reopened after the Nanavati report, and in some of those, in one of those cases, the trial was conducted in 2 years back, and 5 people are convicted. So, if in that case the conviction can be achieved, that can be achieved in the others also. The victims still have their memory is still fresh.
Well, that's not what happened really, sir, because even at the time of the Nanavati Commission, the victim statements had been changing. That was one of the biggest problems, that the victim statements seem to change, which is something which the case, even if it is reopened today, is going to face the same problem. The fact that a lot of it now is going to be based on what the victims remember back in 1984.
No, I think you have a wrong impression. There was no changing of the statements of the victims. By and large, there may be some percentage, but by and large the victims were, their memory was fresh, and they stuck to their statement. And that's what I'm saying. Only the last year in 2013, the 5 accused are convicted on the basis of the statements of the victims recorded in the court in 2011 and 12.
So now you are essentially hopeful that now justice will be given out.
Yes, there's quite a hope that when these cases are reopened, the justice will be done.
Well, H.S. Pulkar, thank you so much for speaking to NewsX. In fact, let's also go across to Shailesh Kumar, who's joining our correspondent. Well, Shailesh, the Akalis have made their demand very clear, but how soon do we see any action being taken on this demand?
Well, Mr. Parkash Singh Badal has met with Union Home Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh to demand actually who were the conspirators behind 1984 anti-Sikh riots. That was the basic demand which he has raised with Union Home Minister. So his total focus was on the conspirators of the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. And in that, he requested Mr. Home Minister...
Well, sorry to interrupt you. Do stay on with us, Shailesh. Paramjit Sarna is also joining as a member of the Akali Dal. Well, sir, what really is the response that you got when you came up with the demand that there ought to be a reprobe in the 1984 riots?
Hello.
Mr. Sarna?
Yeah.
So what is the response? How soon do we see these cases being reopened? Did you get a response?
They just want to linger on the matter, nothing else. What will come out of the new inquiry? Another 10 years will pass, and then they will say to the public that yes, we have started the inquiry. Everybody knows that already there are court cases. They should pursue the court case. No new person will come out of that inquiry.
So, sir, are you saying that a reopening of these cases is really not required?
Nothing will come out of that. It will only linger on the matter for another 10-15 years. 29 years have passed. Nothing has come out of it. And another inquiry, what will come out of that? Already everybody knows who has done that. There are court cases against those people. Why they are not pursuing those court cases?
But sir, the Akalis have asked for a reprobe into this case. This is one.
What will come out of the reprobe? It is only time killer. They just want to buy the time. Reprobe after reprobe and then again reprobe. When they were in power in 97, they reprobe. Then again they have come to power in 2014, then again reprobe.
But sir, are you then saying that this is essentially a demand which is being created by the political parties in order to gain political mileage rather than really worrying about justice being delivered?
Only getting political mileage, not only political mileage, they just want to buy the time, because then what will they say to the people? They have already told the people in their election meetings that everything will come out of after the elections. Now they should come out with, they should pursue the court cases, and what will come out of the new inquiry? New inquiry will consume another 15 years. Nothing less, nothing more.
Well, Mr. Sarna, thank you so much for speaking to us. Reaction coming in from the SGPC. They are against the Akali's demand for re-examining the role of the Congress leaders back in 1984. The SGPC believes that it's time that they move on because there's no point going through another legal tangle for the next 10-15 years. And Mr. Sarna, they're saying that nothing much is expected, even if these cases